McCrory Boxing Social with Martin Murray. Martin, it must have been a little disappointing with the cancellation.
Yeah, I was gutted. Obviously, I'd never had a training camp that had gone so well. We had a few weeks over there. We finished it off in Tenerife. Come back from Tenerife, I think it was 4 weeks ago when we got back, and was in mentally and physically the best condition I've ever been in. 4 weeks out from a fight, so to then get the phone call the week after saying the fight was cancelled, I was obviously gutted, but I know boxing and I know the score, so obviously just had to take it on the chin and hope that it would get rescheduled, and you know it did, and we're there now, so just thankful to be back at a press conference in this position again.
So, just talking about the fight, what does this sort of opportunity mean to you?
Well, it's definitely my last opportunity. It's me. Some people don't get one world title fight. I've had 5. Do you know what I mean? And I believe I don't think there's any other British person who challenged for the world title 5 times. So yeah, and so obviously there's nobody won it on the 5th time. So it's definitely my last. But it means a lot to me. Obviously, I've come so close in other world title fights before, and even when I stepped up to super middleweight and fought Arthur Abraham and got beat on a split over there, I've shown that I am world class, one of the world's best at middle and super middleweight, but I've just come up short on a few occasions. So it means a lot. It means a lot to me, and it's what comes after this. I'm in this sport for my family, and that's it. So the longer I can stay in boxing in the big fights, the better it is for me and my family. So it means a lot, and there's never been a world champion from St. Helens either. So at the same time, I want to create that bit of legacy for myself as well.
You've been in the ring, you shared the ring with some great names, some Sergio Martinez, Felix Sturm, George Groves. You've been in Gennady Golovkin. I mean, the top fighters in the world. That must give you a lot of confidence going into this fight that, you're not going to get hurt.
No, I mean, obviously, I've been in with some heavy hitters. I know Billy's. He's not really down as being that heavy-handed, but he's obviously got a bit with and get that gets you respect, and he hits hard. But going off of the fighters, like you said, Golovkin, Groves, down on paper, and I'm sure, like in the ring, they do hit harder. But that does, I think them fights they were really physical, whereas I think this one with Billy being as slick as he is and as crafty as he is, I think it's going to bring something different. Pretty much similar to when I fought Martinez, and he was that slippery southpaw, but Billy's going to have his own take and have his own little style. So I am in with as equally as hard challenges as the other fighters, especially coming off his last opponent, but his last win. But I've fought the better fighters. And I've said this before, I've got to respect Billy for taking this fight, because all I can offer him is an hard fight. I've got no belt I can give him. He knows that who I've been in with, how I've done it. I'm in there till my last breath fighting, and that's what I'll do on June 23rd, and he knows I can only give him an hard fight.
And I don't think there's a stronger middleweight in the world. Obviously, the extra time is going to give you more time to make sure that you're as strong as you possibly can be at middleweight.
Yeah, a lot of people, and it is hard making middleweight, obviously for my size. I went up to super, realised that I was too small for them big lads up there. It's only £8, but when you're in there with them and you get somebody coming down from, say, 14 stone, for example, you really feel the difference. And especially when I fought Groves, I realised the size difference. Even though I'm a big middle, I'm a small super middle, but I am a big middleweight. I make it because of how dedicated I am to the sport. I train hard, look after myself outside the ring, in between fights. But I know when we do fight, I will be in the best possible shape I've ever been in. And like I said, Billy knows that on June 23rd he's going to get a big, strong middleweight in myself, who's going to give him the hardest fight he's ever had up to now.
You switched trainer to Jamie Moore, and frankly, the camp that you're in now is flying, isn't it? Now, that must have give you a lot of confidence. Tommy Coyle coming off a good win, Carl Frampton, superb win. So the camp is really flying, and success breeds success.
Yeah, it does. An happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and the lads this weekend. Barring Conrad, we had 3 great wins in Stephen Ward, Tommy Coyle, especially put in a good performance, and Frampton, he was another level. He was absolutely unreal this weekend. But yeah, obviously I'm with Jamie. I used to train with Jamie Oliver's back in the day when I first started out. We're still very close to Oliver. Oliver's gone through, he's ended up having a couple of operations, which has made him, he's back training now, but it made me needed to go somewhere else because he wasn't in the position to train me. So I went training with Jamie, and I go seeing Oliver once a week and doing bits with him. But the gym now is flying. Obviously, like I said, you got Carl at the weekend, Tommy. You've got myself in this big fight, Rocky Field, and he's looking forward to a big fight, and we are absolutely buzzing. It's by far the best training camp that I've ever been in, with the lads around me, and like you said, success breeds success. So I know going into this fight, I'll be going in it mentally right, and an happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and that's how I am right now.
And with the difference in styles, we're in for one hell of a fight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's. At some stage, it is gonna gel. I know obviously Billy's southpaw and he's slippery, and a lot of people are reading into his performance against Lemieux, which was unbelievable. But I predicted it before, and that Lemieux was made for Billy Joe, and I bring something completely different than Lemieux ever could. So I know we won't be overlooking that. I know we'll be getting himself in the best possible condition, and he's got a great trainer, Dominic Ingle. But this is going to be a great fight on June 23rd, and I really do feel that everything happens for a reason. I've been in some unlucky times before, but I really do feel that it's my timing, where I am and how I am mentally and physically.
Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.